The shuvit is the first trick I ever learned on a skateboard, and I think it's a really good idea to start off with this, so you get used to staying over the board no matter what. And that'll really help you when you start getting in the air with ollies. You know, a lot of people, they get up in the air and they're sort of scared and they push out. But if you've already been doing shuvits, you're used to staying over it, you're used to jumping and landing back on top of the board, and it's just a good help. Now, the foot position is about like this. Your front foot does absolutely nothing, so at least for a beginner it might help to have it about here, so when it starts to spin it's already off the board and you can just get it out of the way and there's no issue with that. With your back foot, you want to have it sort of tilted forward a little bit, have your toes sort of over the edge some, and just really have it nestled right in there really solidly. You don't need to have right on the tip or anything, just nice solid foot position. Now the technique for the trick is pretty much just to push down on the tail some and then bring it around, do like a semicircle behind you. And in the beginning you might have trouble getting the full spin because you're just not used to the motion, it feels weird. But it might help to just start stationary, just sort of let the board pivot some in the beginning, just sort of start the pivot and sort of throw it the rest of the way, get the momentum going. And then eventually when you do it faster and faster, the board won't pivot anymore. The wheels will like sort of lightly slide along the ground and spin around underneath you. So I have a nice first person view for you to watch. You can watch that over and over again, just sort of watch what my feet do. This one just pushes down a little bit, starts to bring it around, lets the board spin, and then you just stay in the air over it. And pay attention to this foot too, because since it's doing nothing, it's really easy to just sort of let it land on the ground over here. You want to be sure to keep it over the board. Just keep practicing with it. It might give you some trouble in the beginning, but once you get it and you learn how to ollie, then you can start doing pop shuvits. And the technique is almost exactly the same. The only difference is that you spin it slower and give it more of a pop so that the tail actually bounces off the ground. You can catch it up here. The only suggestion I really have for that is to just keep it low in the beginning. Don't, snap the tail as hard as you can and try to catch it up here or anything. Just, let it spin freely, land just like it normally does, and then you can build up higher and higher. So watch the clips I have for you, and good luck.